Welcome back everybody to Vijay Study and Dining. Today we are going to look at types of sentences. Sentences are of different types according to their pattern and structure. There are 5 types of sentences according to pattern. Today we are going to learn the types of sentences according to the pattern. Example: the sun rises in the east. This is a normal sentence. We use it in our everyday life. Whereas, what are you doing? The pattern here changed. It's not in the pattern of the sentence, the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east is a different pattern. What are you doing is also a different pattern. What are you doing is in a question type of pattern, whereas sun rises in the east is a declarative or a declaration or a normal type of sentence pattern. So we are going to look at the 5 types of sentences in English according to their pattern. Now let's look at the 5 types of sentences. The types of sentences in English are declarative or an assertive sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence, and optative sentence. The 4 types of sentences on the top, that is declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence and exclamatory sentence, are all learned from your lower grades and it is used most common in our day-to-day life. Whereas optative sentence is a new type of sentence and it is not commonly seen as an English grammar. Now let's look at the first type of sentence, which is declarative sentence. It is also known as assertive sentence. It is a type of sentence that states or declares something. It declares or states ideas, opinion, and facts. It always ends with a full stop. Now let's look at the definition. A sentence that states or declares something. A sentence which is used in our day-to-day life and it is used in casual conversations or formal conversations with others. It always ends with a full stop. Let's look at some examples. The sun rises in the east. This type of sentence we usually make as a remark to our friends, relatives and other people we meet in contact. The sun rises in the east, a normal casual type of sentence, and it ends with a full stop. I have a pet dog. Declarative sentence is also of 2 types, affirmative and negative sentence. In our everyday life, when we're talking to a person, we make affirmative and negative remarks. If we say an affirmative sentence to a person, it is called an affirmative sentence, which has a positive outcome. Whereas if we talk to a person through a negative outcome, it is called a negative sentence. That is the 2 types of declarative sentence. We will be learning deeply on that in our next video. Now let's look at the second type of sentence, which is imperative sentence. It expresses a command, an order, a request, or a desire. It ends with a full stop or an exclamation mark. Let's look at some examples. Please shut the door. It is a request and it ends with a full stop. Go to your room. It is a command and it ends with a full stop. Stop eating. It is an order and it ends with an exclamation mark. Now you're going to be confused. How in imperative sentence there is full stop and also in declarative sentence there is full stop. For younger children in the exams, they're going to ask to differentiate between imperative sentence and declarative sentence. So I'm going to tell you a trick to differentiate between imperative sentence and declarative sentence. You know both of them have full stops in the last. So how can you classify them? Most of the times in imperative sentence, the verb will be starting. There will be no subject. The verb will be starting. Whereas in declarative sentence, the subject is the start of the sentence. Okay, now let's look at what is an interrogative sentence. A sentence that asks a question. It ends with a question mark. An interrogative sentence asks a question. This type of sentence begins with who, what, where, why, when, how, or do, and it ends with a question mark. It is used to find out something. Let's look at some examples. What are you doing there? Here you can see there is a question mark. Have you done your lesson? Here also there is a question mark. Now there is 2 types of interrogative sentence. One type of sentence is when you ask a question, you can say yes or no as an answer. Here, Have you done your lesson? Yes, I have done my lesson. Or no, I have not done my lesson. Whereas, what are you doing there? Like that, when someone asks you this question, you can't say yes or no. What are you doing there? Yes. No, that is not correct. What are you doing there? No, that also doesn't feel right. So there are two types of sentence according to the verbs, auxiliary verbs, and there will be a detailed video on that coming later. Now let's look at exclamatory sentence. What is an exclamatory sentence? A sentence that shows some strong or sudden feelings. It ends with an exclamation mark. Let's look at some examples. I am so excited for the trip. The exclamation mark here shows that they are very excited for the trip, as you can see in this picture. Today I am happy. The exclamation mark here shows that they are very happy today. An exclamation sentence is used to show a strong feeling such as surprise, joy, anger, etc. Some sudden feelings can also be shown through exclamatory sentence. Some sentences we can't show through writing. We have to say them to express the exclamation we have in that. So that type of sentence is called exclamatory sentence. Now we're going to look at the fifth and the last type of sentence, which is optative sentence. An optative sentence is a type of sentence which is used to express a prayer, a keen wish, a curse, etc. is called an optative sentence. It ends with a full stop or an exclamation mark. Let's look at some examples. May God bless us all. It ends with a full stop. May the king live long. It ends with an exclamation mark. There is a difference between optative sentence and exclamatory sentence. As I already said, they both end with exclamation mark, but there is a difference. Optative sentence is used to show a prayer, a keen wish, or a curse, and it almost always begins with may. Whereas an exclamatory sentence is used to express strong feelings, and it always shows a strong feeling and it always ends with an exclamatory mark. Each type of sentence ends with a punctuation mark. They are full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, etc. All of them have a function. All normal sentences ends with a full stop. Questions ends with a question mark. Strong emotion sentences ends with an exclamation mark. These are used to show what the writer is thinking about. When we are talking, these will help us to express our feelings. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also enable the notification bell to all so that you will receive notifications on when we upload our videos. And don't forget to put the answers of these questions in the comment section below. I hope you understood the lesson. Thank you so much.